Appreciate you guys joining. I made like a PowerPoint and I'm gonna teach you guys how you can get a fan base now. I'm gonna tell you from like my personal experience of acquiring my fan base. I'll set you guys up for success. Also, this is my first webinar ever. Kind of sick. Tell you guys a little bit about me. My career overview. I'm 28. I live in Austin, Texas. I also lived in New York City for 4 years. I lived in Los Angeles for 3 years. I lived in San Antonio. Look, growing up, I lived in Texas. And then in my 20s, I lived in New York and LA. Lived in Rhode Island for a year and Connecticut and high school for a little bit. Been around the US. I've worked with over 100 major artists. I've just been in so many different studios, rooms, worked with so many artists, and I've seen a lot. And with that, I've engineered for every major label. Every single major label I've engineered for. I remember when I started out, I was like, if I could just engineer for one label, one major label, that'd be awesome. And it's like, now it's every single one. Worked at several major studios in NYC and LA my entire 20s. So this was my bread and butter. Like, I'm a workhorse. I do nothing else but my passion. I'm actually an SAE Institute. So that's a audio engineering college, and they're all across the globe. I'm actually a Alumni Hall of Fame recipient for, I guess, my good work being an alumni. I actually am a recent Grammy nomination for my work on Skrillex as QFF for Best Dance Album, which I played a big role helping Skrillex, but a minor role in this actual album. It was 2 songs. I did assistant engineering work. So you can get to know me like more personally. I grew up in San Antonio, Texas, which is kind of why I left New York and LA. Is I wanted to come back to Texas. Just missed it. I'm in Austin, Texas now, which is like an hour from where I grew up. It's more fun to live than San Antonio. I actually went to 5 different high schools because if I'm not interested in something, there's nothing in the world that can make me want to do it. So I would like not do tests. I would not do homework. I'd get kicked out of the school. And then my mom's like, what do I do with him? And send me to another school. Eventually I started doing the schoolwork. And I actually did go into college, University of Rhode Island. But then the same pattern happened because there's the prerequisite courses in college where it's like, okay, here's another math class, another communications class, another, like everything you did in high school. I could not get myself to do the homework. And then the same thing, my mom's like, you still gotta go to college. So I went to 3 different colleges. And then finally it was like, you know what, actually audio engineering is my actual passion. Because I was always doing that as like the hobby. It was always with me. But it was never like, this is your career. And then I was like, all right, screw it. So I went to audio schools, which is Dubspot in New York City for electronic music production, and New York City SAE Institute. Growing up, I was actually very active. I'm very outdoorsy. I played every sport. Yeah, and then when I got into my 20s, I was like a studio rat, like no more activity, just in the studio. And then my health declined, put some weight on. And then like, I was like, okay, this is not a healthy lifestyle. So now I'm back into like my health. And yeah, I eat really smart and I do cold plunging every day. So that's a little bit about me. Next slide. So my Instagram. I started my Instagram, MixedByColt, in October of 2019 as a side Instagram. Because I had a main Instagram, which was Colt the House DJ, which was like my DJ. I wanted to be a artist, DJ producer. And I was like, okay, let me start this one so I can show my engineering work, like my career of audio engineering work, like as a resume portfolio. So I was like, okay, I just created it. And then a few months later, I changed the bio. It said like my credits, which I worked with, some highly reputable major artists. And then I had a person reach out to me. They wanted to do work with me. And they're like, I don't believe that you worked with these artists. And I was like, why don't you believe that I worked with these artists? They're like, because you only have 10 followers, 100 followers. I forgot how many I had at the time. I was like, huh, that is interesting. But I have worked with them. So I was like, okay, well, the way people see me, I have to do better. I have to show more social proof so people will trust me more. I was like, okay, so I guess I have to create a fan base. How do you create a fan base? I don't know. And I told you I'm super passionate about whatever I do. So 4 years later, trial and error. This has been exponential though, because I took so much trial and error. I'm at 23.6K. I actually made this PowerPoint 3 days ago or 2 days ago. And right now I'm at 24K. So I just gained like 400 followers in the past 3 days. So it's exponential. Like it was like this for a long time, years, and I was still learning and going through like trial and error, and then it's like this now. Oh, move the camera. And it's just going more like that. So what I want to talk about with you guys today is hit these bullet points. We're gonna discuss what are fans, what are you chasing, what are your goals. We're gonna talk about branding, how to brand yourself. My favorite quote that I've recently came up with is use a calculator. You just use a calculator. And then I'm gonna do one evaluation example. So oh, actually people have been trying to admit, I haven't admitted anyone. How do you, oh crap, dang. I just missed so many admits. Wow. That should be automatic with Google. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna evaluate and give some strategies to one person at the very end. Okay, so what are fans? This is so important. If you don't understand the definition of a fan, then you don't even know what you're trying to do. What are fans, but you don't even know what the word fans means. Here's the definition. A fan is short for fanatic. It is an individual who is highly enthusiastic and devoted to a particular person, group, activity, or topic. In the context of music, a fan is someone who has a strong and passionate admiration for a specific artist, band, genre. Fans go beyond casual appreciation. They invest time, emotion, and sometimes money into their chosen interest. I bullet pointed this. What you get out of that definition is to have a fan, I'm admitting more people. To have a fan, they need to be highly enthusiastic about you. They need to be devoted to you. They need to have admiration to you and beyond casual appreciation for you. So what can you do to get someone like this? And what a fan will do for you is they will invest time, they will invest emotion, and sometimes invest money into you. There's also different tiers of fans. So let's go to the bottom. Non-fan, they're non-fan. Casual fans, it's like, who is a casual fan? I would say I am a casual fan of Kanye. I don't care if he makes a new album or whatever. But I'm a fan. Like, I'm not opposed to it or opposed to him. I'll listen to his music, but it's not like I'm like, oh, his next album's out. Like, I don't care. And then there's true fans. These are people who spend money on you. And then super fans love you and will do anything. So a true fan to the max. We want true fans and super fans. How do you convert a person into a fan? There are many strategies, but the important thing of this is the way I'm showing you how I think about things. We're defining everything, okay? We know what a fan is. Now, how do we get a person to become a fan? Those micro steps to get to the bigger picture. You can make content, be authentic, genuine, and engage with them. That's huge. When you engage with your fans, that makes a lasting impression. Imagine if you DM Drake. Say you're a fan of Drake. You DM Drake and he responds back. You will probably be stupid excited and be a super fan. He probably took you from a true fan to a super fan. So it's really important to engage with your audience, your fans, and quality content's the most important thing. You can tell your story to make them into a fan. You can just have your branding, which if you do your branding right and they like your branding, they'll turn to a fan. At a performance, if you just kill the show, you do the craziest show ever, you'll get a fan. Admitting more people. If you make content that will help people, shareable content, basically if you give, it's a lot of giving. You got to give to people for them to want to be your fan. Collaborate with others. These are ways. Utilizing social proof. Social proof is the most important thing. Real quick in the chat, guys, how many followers do you have right now on your most popular social media? Just put in the chat how many followers you have on your social media. We got 1.2K, 1.1K, 543, 7,641, 1K, 7.6K, 1.5K, 800. So here's what social proof is. Social proof in a nutshell is, let's say this, you're hungry and you walk down the street. There's a restaurant on the left and there's a restaurant on the right. They serve the exact same food, the exact same service. There's absolutely nothing different with these restaurants. The only difference is one is empty and the other one has 20 people in line. Which one do you think more people will go to? The one with the line or the one that's empty? It'll probably be the one with the line, because if it's empty, then they'll be like, what's wrong with the food there? So that's social proof. Is the people in line is your social proof. And that's what your fans are. And I mean, having a higher following on Instagram will just help your social proof. But also, do not buy fake social media followers. Do not. Because if you want to actually make real fans, the way the algorithm works is when you make a post, it'll show it to a certain amount of people. And if there's zero engagement, so if you have fake followers and Instagram shows your post to 100 fake followers, it'll go, no one cares about your post, so we're not going to show it to any more people. Because the way the algorithm works is it'll show it to a small group of people, and then it'll be like, okay, do they like it? Then I'll show it to more people. They'll be like, okay, do they like it? I'll show it to more people. But if no one likes it, admitting more people, if no one likes it, then they'll stop showing it to more people. That's why your content has to be really fucking good. Really fucking good. Because you're in competition with people's attention. Yeah, so never get fake followers, because it will just hurt your growth. Utilize social media ads. This is huge. I'm big into social media ads. It's the best way to expose yourself to more people. But if you're doing social media ads and you don't have a good brand, or you don't have like a good following, then your ads are gonna be like spam. Like no one's gonna care. So you have to have all these things in place. Another way you can convert fans is by running contests and giveaways. So I'll tell you, on my Instagram, when I started to build it at first, when I was like, okay, I have to build it. I was looking everywhere on YouTube. I probably watched every single video of like how to grow your Instagram. One of the best methods I found that really worked for me to get to my first few thousand was I think to 3K. This helped me get to 3K was the follow for follow method. And the way to do this exactly was you would go to like a competitor's Instagram who's doing a lot better than you, like a lot better. They have a lot of fans. And you would go to their most recent post and view the likes on their most recent post, and then go follow like, I guess 50 an hour. Because then if you follow too many, Instagram will get mad. And then it could like block you. So there's a certain amount you can follow per hour. But you would just follow like someone in your niche, their most recent post, because that means all the people who liked it are like on Instagram right now. They'll follow you back a lot of times because they'll be like, okay, I already like a person in this genre. This person looks like he's in this genre too. I'll follow them. So that was a technique I used to get to my first like 3K followers. But then after you get there, then it starts to glide. But I haven't done that in like years, maybe 2 years, because I don't need to. Because I focus so much on content now. Because like if you make a good post, you can get thousands of followers. So it's about the content. Okay, the next bracket point is what are you chasing? You don't want to run with like a chicken with its head cut off. You want to define your goals. Be fucking specific. fucking specific about your goals. You can't just say, okay, I want to make a ton of money and, be signed by a label and that's it. I want to hear numbers. Okay, how much money do you want to make? Will you be happy at 1 million or will you not? Will you be happy at 1.2 million or no? Like, write down the specific number of your goal. Okay, what car do you want? How much will it cost per month? Like, you can go into that. You have to go really fucking deep into your goal. Really fucking deep. You can't just be in general. No. Live performances. Don't just say I want to perform. Where the fuck do you want to perform? Okay, how many tickets do you have to sell to fucking perform there? Who do you have to contact to fucking perform there? You know what I mean? Okay, recognition and awards. What recognition do you want? What award do you want? Is this even your goal? Collaboration. Who do you want to collaborate with? Say I want to collaborate with Rihanna. All right, well, you can say I want to collaborate with her, but let's now write down, how do I do that? The micro steps to get there. Okay, she has this manager who I could contact. I could contact this manager to do that. And then you got to go to yourself, but wait, if I was Rihanna and then I look back at my Instagram account or me and I saw that I have 10,000 followers, why the fuck would Rihanna want to do a song with me? Literally, can't be delusional. You can have like confidence delusion that keeps you going, but don't be fucking delusional. So you would go, okay, Rihanna wouldn't fucking work with me because I have 10K followers, but when would she work with me? Let me go look at Rihanna's track record and see, okay, she did a feature with this guy. How many followers did this guy have? Or how big was his fan base? What label it doesn't matter what label he was signed to. Maybe it does. What relationships did he have? Was he dating Rihanna? Like, I don't know. You have to go really deep. And then like expanding your reach. Don't just say, I want to be big. You know how many people hit me up every day? They'd be like, I want to be like Kanye. I'd be like, okay, cool. So like, how many fans do you want? I'd be like, I don't know. I just want to be like Kanye. Okay, well, do you want 200,000 fans? They'll be like, yeah, that's cool. I'll be like, well, that's not Kanye. Like, oh, yeah, that's right. I'll be like, well, you should write down how many fans you want. Okay, next slide. Branding. What is your brand? This is so overlooked with so many people. So many people do not define their brand. To define your brand, write down these questions and answer them. What is my purpose? Like, why am I on this earth? What am I giving to people? And then what values and beliefs are important to me? And how can people know that? Why should people choose me? Why should someone, if they have 30 seconds before they have to get to work and they can either listen to your song or Drake's new song, why the fuck would they listen to your song when they listen to Drake's new song? Write that down. Figure out why they should listen to your song. But I mean, only if Drake's in your niche. If you know this person's gonna listen to rap, then that makes sense. Who is my target audience? Figure out your target audience, who you want to be your fans. Say you do rap and you feel like you have a vibe like Drake. Figure out the kind of people who listen to Drake. Who are his super fans? Go in deep. Go to his Instagram. Look at the comments. I know he limits comments, but be like, okay, these people are engaging with him. Look, who's the person that's most excited to engage with him? Like, find out his super fans. They'll be like, okay, well, there's this person and they are this, they're interested in this and this. Go down that rabbit hole and know your audience. Once you know your audience, you have to give your audience what they need. You have a butcher shop and you're just putting ads out there and they're going to vegans. Like, a vegan won't be your fan. You want to find like people who eat meat. Okay, what do the meat eaters want and need? They need fresh meat, not spoiled meat. They need it available when they are gonna come here. So it's like seeing what they actually need and then providing that. Give them a reason to come. And then the visual elements for your brand, like logo and stuff like that, which is super important. Okay, what emotions and feelings do you want your brand to evoke? When people see your brand, do you want them to be happy? Or like sad. So everyone in the chat right now, can you put what your brand evokes emotionally? I wonder what everyone's is. Like when someone sees your brand, how do you want them to feel? You got happy, confidence, triumph, inspired, feeling of a fun party and wonder, unique, loved, chills every time, fun. Yeah, if your brand, you want them to feel happy, then it probably wouldn't be good to be making sad posts, like making songs that are sad. So make posts that are happy. Think about that. Literally think about that. How does my brand aim to make a positive impact? If you're trying to make a negative impact, then you probably shouldn't be on this call. I think everyone here is trying to make a positive impact. I think that's what the world wants. So how are you trying to make a positive impact? What are you trying to do for people? If you make music and you're making music that makes people happy, your positive impact is, I'm gonna put people in a happy mood. So just understand what your brand is. Just off the top of your head, you know what your brand is. Then what's the story behind your brand? And why did you make your brand? Why did you start in the first place? How did it evolve? And then you want your brand to adapt to change. But if you have these things, you go, my brand's happy. So even if the music genre changes a little bit, you can still make happy music. And that's why it's so important to be aware of these things. So now we're going into the use a calculator phase. I'm gonna show you how I think, because I like to dig in. I told you the micro steps to the bigger goal. I told you in 4 years, this took a while, but it went exponentially up. Insights, there's advanced Facebook settings as well. I highly recommend that everyone here has a business Instagram profile, so it'll give you the insights.
Can you by chance zoom in on that?
Yeah. Oh, how do I zoom in when it's just sharing the window? Huh.
Control scroll. If you're using a smartphone, the people that's watching this, you can actually just pinch them. If you haven't.
That's actually really helpful, whoever said that. Thank you.
I'll do this. Does that help?
Yeah, that's good for the desktop. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So you can see this is just like the data, new followers. So I found out that literally when I got pulled to work for Grade A, I couldn't make content anymore. I was in such a freaking roll I was making a post a day. I was on such a roll, and then I got pulled into Grade A, and I couldn't make content anymore, because I don't have time. And I was getting the most followers I ever had that was coming from like reels that I made that were just fucking blowing up. And if I would have continued what I was doing, this would have kept going up. But I stopped. So you have to be continuous. You have to be continuous. I'm gonna ramp it up again, but I can't stop again because I want it to keep going up. And here, this next page, this shows, this is in those dates. So like, I found that these were the posts I made in those dates. And then I could see all like, okay, this many people followed me from this post, this many people followed me from this post. But then if I go here, someone try to join? Yeah. Then if I go here, I can see that these 4 posts were my holy grails. Getting this data is so important because now I can see what I should spend my energy on. So I'll show you the 4 posts. And then with these 4 posts, I know, okay, let me make more posts like these 4 posts. I can even see which post got me 0 followers. All right, I won't make another post like that. Hell no. So
did you get the data from Meta Business Suite? Like
yeah.
Metrics?
Yes. So here was my best post. This one got me 2,617 followers. Yeah. And then here, so I can see that, okay, this touches the heartstrings, kind of, if you've seen the post. I'll show the post real quick. Can you hear it? Oh, you can't hear it? Okay. So whatever. But yeah, it's kind of like it shows when I'm getting like called to get flown to LA to go work for Grade A. And people are like, it hits the heartstrings. So that worked. And I'm in the studio. I notice I'm in the studio. Okay. So, and look at the editing. It's pretty good. It's not the worst. It can be better. Then this one got me, let me exit out of this. Got me 1,981 followers. So I'll go, okay. Well, a lot of people related to what I said in the video. And I'm not at a studio, but I still have like good quality, like content. Then this one, I hopped on a trend and it actually caused a lot of people to fucking bash me in here. Cause I kind of trolled. I said, here, it's this one. You'll see at the end, I think it says it. It's that one that goes, you have like 0 followers. Like follow me. I forget. Let me hear it real quick.
Reduce your
Oh.
expectations to 0.
Reduce your expectations to 0 is what it says. It was that trend. And so many people were just like, yo, fuck this kid in the comments. But that one actually got me a lot of followers. So interesting to know. And I'm in the studio. And then this one, I'm in the studio too. So I notice I'm in the studio in 3 of those posts. This one I've ran a ton of Facebook ads with. This is like my main Facebook ad post. So yeah. But then you can also see like, okay, does it matter how many likes the post gets? Will that get you more followers? Does it versus how many comments it gets and stuff like that? And I'm kind of seeing that like it kind of doesn't really matter. Cause look, the grade A one, the best one got 283 shares. And then this one got 4,000 shares. That's like way, way more. But so many more people this hit the heart with. Like, cause I made good content like Mr. Beast does. He like pulls on like the emotional heartstrings. So evaluate yourselves and see where you are. Like, use a calculator. So now I'm gonna pick one person to do constructive criticism with their Instagram or whatever their main social media is. Any volunteers who want to do it? Oh, I see.
I'll volunteer, but it's not like.
Okay, cool. We could do you, Tristan.
Okay, so I want to make sure that this still qualifies. Basically, I'm not only an artist, but recently I opened an e-commerce brand, and I would love a critique of my website because I'm getting a lot of traffic up front, but I have no conversions.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. What's your website?
alchemyacademy.shop.
Alchemy Academy. All caps, baby. Did I spell right?
It's all like Alchemy Academy, one word, and then .shop.
Yeah, that's how I spelled it. It just like popped up that weird.
Oh, man, didn't come up.
Alchemy Academy .shop.
You have to work on my SEO then. There you go.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't recognize the all caps. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that, like, the image, the first one tested very well, like, on the best sellers, but the products just aren't selling yet. But there are a lot of visitors.
Yeah, I can tell you exactly why already. I have no clue what your website's about, and I do not have I do not have the time to go and find out. You don't have that much time with people. Like, no one's gonna be like, new designs daily. What does that even mean? What kind of designs? Logo designs, like a house interior decoration, like Alchemy Academy. So what do you do?
So right now, well, I've been an artist all my life, like having an artist page. But right now, my goal for this specific one is launch it, scale it, create the funnel between like views to that, and that what you just said is probably going to really help because I think I'm just going to scrap this page.
No, what?
That page
No, hold on. What do you sell? What service do you provide?
This specific website is selling home goods based on art that I make with AI.
I think you have to.
Bro, I have no clue. I have no clue how you would expect me to know that by seeing this website. What do you do again? Sorry, I couldn't hear. Darn, I did hear, but say it one more time.
Well, like, you know, sorry.
Me? You met me.
No, just the guy I'm talking to, Tristan.
Okay, so if you scroll down just a little bit, I should probably move that screen up a little bit, but then you can see the shop with all the different images and all the different products.
No, can you tell me what you sell again?
No, home good products like blankets, tapestries, prints of artwork, phone cases.
Okay, so this is super important. Your headline. You would have to do something that shows that you sell that. So let me go here real quick. What do you sell? Sorry, I forgot again. Home.
That's okay.
You sell home good products?
It's like home goods. Yeah, like decorative art.
Give me a headline for selling home good art product. Home good art products. I think we could be more specific. Okay. Well, that was stupid. That what it told me, but it's like, okay, you would have to say the best home, or not the best, like home selling products. I'd have to sit down and go into it with you, but like, okay, we're selling home good products. So you'd have to make something here that tells people you sell home good products, tells them that they can also trust you, that you're not gonna scam them on the website. And you have such little time to get their attention. And it also says academy. So now I'm thinking, what, is this a school? Is it a school? And now I don't even know the name of okay, it is Alchemy Academy. Yeah, so there's a lot of work to be done here in terms of your copywriting. So copywriting is the term for selling with your text. And there's all kinds of things you can do. Actually, let me help you make this. I feel like I'm rushing, but are you guys cool if I like take my time a little bit and kind of get a little deeper into like making him a better headline? I don't know why I feel like I'm rushing. Okay. So you sell what product? What products do you sell? Like, tell me the exact products.
Luxury, fine art prints, tapestries, blankets, and phone cases specifically.
Right now. So, tapestry, phone case, and what else?
I would say prints, so like canvas painting.
And then canvas paintings. So prints, it would probably be the term. So prints, sell prints. Give me, so you sell prints. I'm just writing this down more as my notes. I'm not actually asking ChatGPT anything. Sell prints. And then what kind of prints? How would you describe the emotion of the prints? And who's your like target audience?
I have 3 that I'm trying to target. Specifically people that are into alternative horror art, people that are into spiritual art, and people that are into luxury furniture.
Horror art, spirit, and luxury.
Yes.
All right. So horror art and spirit. Okay. And luxury. Sell prints. And it's people who would want tapestry, phone cases, or canvas paintings. Okay. And then why would someone get it from you and not from a competitor?
competitors is much lower because I feel like I'm adding like a more realistic value for the service because I feel like people are charging way too much for what they're getting. Because this is all AI generated. Not only that, but I feel like the quality of images and my products are good. And then I have experience in this field. Like I've done professional work for local clients, but I don't know how to communicate that.
And what was the last thing you said? Sorry.
In my local artist community, I've done some work, but I have no idea how to communicate that on the website or in my content.
Okay. Done work and you're the one making the art.
Yes, sir.
So would you say you would want to push yourself as the designer?
No, for this, I want to be completely detached and push the brand and then slowly like add in more people to make art. If that makes sense.
So understand that. Okay. So you could leverage though the fact that you are a local artist. You could leverage that as a more like trustworthy thing and social proof, which is really important. Because right now that would be the best thing to back your brand with, I think. Would you be opposed to doing that?
Not at all. If you think that that would really help, I would do it, even though it's a little bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I think that would help better because you are the artist. People want to know what they're buying, who's making it.
Right. Well, actually, that kind of segues into my next question. In that regard, if I could build a personal brand, do you think I should do tutorials, like how to make Alchemy Academy more of like an academy, how to make your own stuff?
One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Let's figure out what. Yeah, we can't do like a school, and
Yes, sir.
you don't even have like any customers yet.
True. Very true.
Okay, so let's use you're a local artist, horror, spirit, luxury. We don't have to add that in right now. Better quality, better pricing, horror, spirit. So let me write this. Give me a landing page header that portrays my brand. Here's my brand. I sell tapestry phone cases and canvas paintings. I sell basically prints that are AI generated, and I am a local artist. I generated by me, and I am a local artist. Real quick in my chat GBT, where's my, oh, here it is. Actually, custom instructions. Okay.
My bad, I was looking away briefly. Where did you just open up that custom instructions? I use ChatGPT a little bit, so I wanted to know where you did that.
You click on your name, and then you hit custom instructions, and this will basically tell you how ChatGPT should interact with you.
Perfect. That's big time. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love ChatGPT.
That are for horror and spirit fans. The quality of my products are extremely well done and luxurious. I can't spell luxurious right now. Okay, let's see. And this won't be it, but I'll like go off of this. It just gets the brain going. Exclusive AI generated horror and spirit art prints by you. Okay, so we could be like exclusive AI generated horror and sprint. Watch this. Go off of this and make this better. But you see, I'll like go down the wormhole. You want it to be brief, but not these words. So I'll show you examples of landing pages. Landing page. Actually, I'll show you mine. Okay, so when you go onto my website, you already know what I do. So Tristan, what do I do?
You mix.
Yeah, I mix. And why should you work with me?
Work with everyone.
Yeah, and I return quick too. So you know if you buy a mix from me, you're not gonna not hear from me in 3 years. And then a little more detail. And then you need a call to action. A call to action is the button that's like, all right, when I have people, I heard an echo for a second. When I have people on my website, what do I want them to do the first thing? What's the first thing I want them to do? In your case, Tristan, is you want them to buy from you. You want them to buy your products. There's nowhere if I look at your website real quick, I mean, I guess there's bestsellers, but there should be a button that says buy now. Or you customize the wording of that button. But it should go real quick, like any website you go to. You'll see they'll have a call to action button. I haven't even seen it yet. I already know. So here's the first thing they want you to do. Their call to action is they want your email. And why do they want your email? So they have your email and they can email you forever.
Right.
Because that is probably better to get the person's email first than buy now. Because the person, if it was buy now or subscribe now to Netflix, the person could go click subscribe now. They might not like the pricing, and then they're gone forever. But if you get their email...
So you definitely recommend email and then buy, specifically?
Yeah, so it's up to you which way you want to do. There's people who do it with straight into buy now as well.
Okay.
It's completely up to you. So...
Seems like my landing page is just horribly out of order, so I really appreciate it because hopefully that'll instantly change it.
Yeah, without getting into like actually doing it, but so I would go off of that, and then it'll convert better, because I can't see this converting anything.
Right.
Make it, yeah. So I told you. I'm about to wrap this up, and then I want to share that if you need help, if you want me to get you more fans, I can build you a fan conquering website. I'll fucking build you the holy grail of a converting website. These are like the services I offer as well. I can also run you advanced, precisely targeted social media ads. I will fucking snipe your fans out and make sure you have really good content. Next thing I can do is rewrite your social media bio to convert you more fans. And then the next thing is, so I have my own software that if you want to make your own website, which I can still make it on, and that has all the tools you need. And then I can consult with you for an hour. In conclusion, what are fans? Know what fans are. We went over that. What are you chasing? Write down your fucking goals. Like, what exactly do you want? Write down the micro steps to get to your goals. It can't be vague. You have to be really precise. And then branding, you have to do your branding right, because then why would someone follow you? 4, use a calculator, run the numbers. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the webinar. All right, y'all. Peace.